What's happening? What's happening, Cedar Geekers? It's your boy Glenn Malone coming to get another video. Listen, this is the show that you're going to definitely actually want to have some fun with. This is our It's All MCU or Not show where we talk about all things Marvel and actually have a really good time having that conversation. So you want to stay locked with this show. Grab your actual Marvel t-shirt, your favorite actually trailer, content you want to talk about, whatever it actually may be. You definitely want to stay tuned for this show that we're going to have a good time with right now.
Complete nerve authority.
What's up, people? What's happening? What up, John? What's good?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. This is the show that nobody wants to miss out on. It is our show. It's All the MCU or Not show, where we talk about all the latest news and rumors when it comes to the MCU. When it comes to MCU itself. So we've missed a lot of actually last couple weeks. We've missed doing this show. So I was like, this week, we got to do this show, right? We have to do this show. John's playing with something right now. I don't know what he's in. He's about to eat something, I guess. Oh, and he got a Bluetooth. You got a Bluetooth, John?
No.
Oh, that's a wire.
It's a wire.
It's cool, man. So how you been, John? What you been up to?
Not a whole lot. Just got through playing Horizon Forbidden West. Pretty good game.
On the PlayStation 5. He still got a PlayStation 5. I need to get back into that video game show. Even though I just need to do a little snippet of the video game show, I still need to get back to a video game show. So have you been watching anything Marvel-wise lately?
The last thing I saw was Spider-Man or Marvel shows. Dang it, I can't remember.
Horrible, John. Horrible.
I mean, I think I saw an episode of Hawkeye like a few months ago.
You haven't finished Hawkeye yet, John?
No.
Shame on you, bro. Like, how are you not going to finish it?
I haven't finished Loki.
John, when we leave off this show today, okay, you got to go finish this stuff, man. Get off your video game and watch Loki, bro. Just watch it.
Okay.
I challenge you to do that and talk about it on your show next Saturday. Because, by the way, John actually does a show every Saturday on our CNA live show page. He actually goes through his topics and details. Typically, we have Ken, Justin, and Josh. Shout out to Ken. Ken actually has a little bit of his back hurting right now, so that's why he couldn't do the show today. But you definitely want to go in, John, and make sure you go handle your business on that. All right?
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I can do it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not completely left in the dark on what happened. I mean, I've been reading bits and pieces about what happened. I'm aware about the Kingpin on Hawkeye and whatnot.
Just because you read it doesn't. It's a different when you experience it, though.
Okay.
Difference.
I hear you.
That's a difference.
Oh yeah, Moon Knight. That's this week.
No, John. We'll talk about that in a minute. John loves actually jumping the gun. No, that's this week. But since he's talking about,
that's what I said.
Let's talk about, huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Sorry. That's what I said.
That's
Moon Knight is this week.
It's not this week. No.
Okay.
Moonlight is March 30th.
Oh, my bad.
That's what I'm saying, man. You jumping the gun on me, man.
Sorry.
Quick to jump the gun. Anyways, let's have this conversation. Some topics at hand that we've actually been missing out on. That's some really big news, right? Some really big details that came through, right? So if you haven't actually heard, obviously about 3 years ago, Marvel changed the way he was doing his thing. Marvel changed how he's actually cooperating, organizing his stuff. It's where they shut down all the Marvel TV shows, right? They shut them all down, right? Because they gave all the creative rights to Kevin Feige, right? So they included all the TV shows that was coming on ABC, as well as included the shows that were on Netflix. Well, today is your luck. Well, I guess last week was everybody's lucky day or fantastic day, feeling really good. Is that they officially brought all the actual Netflix shows to Disney Plus, as well as Agent of Shield and
Oh boy.
Peggy Carter. Right,
Okay.
all that stuff there is on Disney Plus there now.
They had Agent Carter.
The way that now they actually have Agent Shield 2 as well. They changed the way that you have parental guidance, so all that rated R TVMA is on Disney Plus now. So John, what do you think? What do you think about it? About Disney Plus getting all the Netflix shows on its platform now?
I think this is interesting. I never thought they would actually go through with this. I thought maybe at best it would be on Hulu, seeing it is adult rated. So the fact that they're putting it on Disney Plus, I think it's gonna put an interesting dynamic on Disney Plus as an app, because like you said, now they're gonna have a parental guidance type thing. And I'm sure it probably won't sit well for a lot of people, seeing that Disney is supposed to be a family-oriented show. But other than that, this is interesting and yet exciting at the same time.
I'm glad you brought that up. Right. So, by the way, I'm gonna give my comment that I think it's really good that they're integrating this up, because obviously we had Kingpin show up in Hawkeye, and then also we have Charlie Cox show
Daredevil,
up in aka Daredevil show up in Spider-Man No Way Home. So they are officially part of the MCU. And obviously we've heard a lot of reports that the John Valenti, who plays the Punisher, Frank Castle, was coming back to MCU as well, right? So I'm glad you said it, John. So there is a group out there that is talking about, I think it's like a parent PTS, like parental something, PBS, parent parental TV, something like that, right? But there's a group out there that is actually shaming Disney for putting these R-rated series on its platform of Disney Plus and not sticking to the family situation, right? So what do you think about that, John? That there's parents out there that have an issue with this.
I mean, that's no surprise. I mean, seeing that Disney is this supposed family-oriented company, but you and I both know that's far from the truth. Seeing that they pretty much own everything. They own Hulu. They own Fox Studios, which is now 20th Century Studios, and a lot of that content has R-rated mature stuff. And there's stuff that Disney has done in the past that isn't exactly family friendly. And there's a lot of old school Disney Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck cartoons that they could never show. So that's just to be expected. I mean, of course, you have these pent up parents and soccer moms who trying to protect their little kids, but in reality, it's just them trying to censor stuff. But I mean, it's to be expected.
Listen, I get it 100%, right? On this is my thing, right, John? Is that I get it 100% on the fact that they have these issues with having that, right? But most of these people have these issues, though. Their kids are probably watching YouTube on their account, or they created an account that actually went above their parental age or whatever it may be. So there's a lot of content that's on YouTube, especially that uses profanity and stuff like that. The kids are watching to this day. You know what I mean? Like, pick your battles to fight with is what I'm saying, right? If if you're just joining the bandwagon and trying to shut things down, I mean, and you are a person who is doing that, allowing your kid to watch YouTube under your profile, which is again that you're at a certain age and they still market everything out to you, then I can't agree with you. But if you're a parent who has done their due diligence and protect their kids from watching anything with profanity in it, I'm cool with it, right? But that's why you have codes. Disney revamped this process of having a code like Amazon Prime Video, right? They have it where you have to put a code in to watch a certain actually level of content. Same thing with Paramount Plus, right?
Yeah, I mean, not to
And
mention
so,
that YouTube has a YouTube Kids, and that whole thing
correct.
about protecting YouTube from children, protecting children from YouTube. I thought it was just crazy, but of course, YouTube gave in and pretty much modified everything to where it's not even recognizable anymore. I didn't understand that either. But I mean, they have YouTube Kids. It's like, what more do you want? So I think it's more for some parents. I think it's more about trying to control everything and seeing that there are
Trying to control the narrative. Yeah, I get it 100%.
Trying to control everything. Yeah.
I'm cool with that, but they're not cool. Use your right judgment, right? And using right judgment means going ahead and turn it on. Using your right judgment means go ahead and get it. Put your code in, and don't let your kids access stuff that's not going to be that they're not going to be able to watch. Don't give them the code. Put stuff in yourself, and then move on from it. Right?
That's just it. I think that's just it with some people. Some people just don't have the right judgment. Some people refuses to use right judgment, and when something bad happens, they blame it on somebody else. Especially when it comes to content with television or any type of media, whether it be television, radio, books, video games, of course.
Right.
It's more about them. It's more about them and their ego as a parent or as a human being or whatever. It's mostly just about them. Right. And they use their kids as a means to try and get their point across, I just think that's just hogwash.
Right. I get it 100%.
But only, which is another reason why I think I would have understood if they put Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and all those other shows on Hulu. I think that would have been a better option.
So yeah, that's another thing, right? That's a good thing. It's a good point. I would have thought they'd have taken the stuff and put it on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Because Hulu is more of an adult platform for Disney to actually do things like that instead of putting it on Disney Plus.
But then again, they have Runaways on Disney Plus, and it wasn't exactly family friendly.
Runaways was on HBO as well. I mean, Hulu as well.
Yeah, but I have seen it on Disney Plus.
I've seen it, but Hulu isn't really Hulu wasn't Runaways, wasn't really a show that couldn't have been on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but I've seen it. I think it's available on Disney Plus right now.
It is.
Yeah, so that's what shocked me when the Disney Plus first started, and I saw Runaways, and I was a little shocked by that.
Why were you shocked?
Because it ended on
Hulu.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because the content wasn't exactly family friendly. So
it was. That's what I'm telling you. It was family friendly. The content of Hulu was not. It's a family friendly show.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
You didn't watch Runaways, did you?
No.
I can tell. Go watch the Runaways, John. It's a family.
I thought it was. I mean, isn't it rated? Isn't it rated TV-14?
TV-14 is still kid related. There's TV-14 on Disney Plus as we speak.
Yeah. I mean,
moving on. So listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Being TV-14, they may have some content that might not be family friendly.
No, it doesn't. I watched the whole entire thing. It's cool. Just like Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is another one that's put on Disney Plus as well, or haven't been on there yet, but it can be put on Disney Plus.
And what about
but anyway, Hellstrom. That's not even
that's
not even a Marvel situation. MODOK is not even a Marvel situation.
So
those Hellstrom Hellstrom sticks on Hulu because there isn't really a Marvel relation when it comes to Hellstrom because it doesn't say Marvel on Hellstrom. They took the Marvel name away from Hellstrom so it doesn't have to be associated to Marvel.
What about MODOK?
I didn't see Marvel's name on MODOK. It just said MODOK.
Hitmonkey?
Hitmonkey does. I don't think Hitmonkey has anything that says MODOK wasn't even good at all either. Like MODOK was horrible.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, well,
let's not talk about MODOK. I mean, MODOK was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah. it just had me thinking. I'm like, if they're gonna put Cage and Jones and Fist and the Punisher and the Defenders and all those shows on Disney Plus, I figure it would have been on Hulu. It would have made sense to put it on Hulu than Disney Plus, but
Hold on, I'm about to
I mean, I'm surprised they
check on
had
this
Free
one.
Guy. They got Free Guy on Disney Plus, and that. I mean, Free Guy has Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Reynolds is going to be Ryan Reynolds regardless. So,
Yeah, I need to watch Free Guy. Actually, I probably watched it with my wife today. All right, so, all right, you said, all right, so then you said, hell, what?
Hellstrom,
right?
Yeah, that's Marvel. You do know that, right?
I do, but I don't
Okay.
even see Hellstrom on here though.
Yeah, it was on Hulu, but they canceled it after one season. So,
I don't see Hellstrom on here at all no more.
on Hulu,
Yeah,
they probably will be putting that on Disney Plus.
I don't know about that. We gotta find out. See Hellstrom, right?
Yeah, it's spelled HELSTROM. Strum. Hellstrom.
STROM.
Yes.
Yeah, I got Hellstrom. Yeah, yeah. I don't copy.
But yeah, I mean it should be interesting. I mean, it'd be interesting to watch Luke Cage on Disney Plus,
Yeah. So Hellstrom it doesn't even have a it just says Hulu Hellstrom, right? It doesn't even have the Marvel symbol on there. And you said MODOK, right?
yeah.
Okay, it says Marvel's MODOK, right? So it does have the Marvel, and then Hitman, right? Hitmonkey.
Hitmonkey, yes.
We need to watch that too. Hitmonkey, Marvel's Hitmonkey. Yeah, so both of those actually have the Marvel name to it. So I don't necessarily, because it's so adulthood, I don't think they're going to bring that to either one of those platforms. I don't think that's going to happen. So
okay.
Moving on. So listen, guys, out here, comment below, let us know what you think about the fact of the content from from Netflix going to Disney Plus. What do you think about that? And also, too, what do you think about the people that are actually fighting it that don't want to do Disney Plus?
They're just a bunch of people who ain't got nothing better to do. It's weird.
But comment below in the comments and let us know your thoughts. All right. So moving on to the next topic. If you haven't heard, this is a related topic. If you haven't heard itself, so Daredevil, right? We just talked about Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox coming. So it's been officially announced that they're going to do a season 4 of Daredevil. And they're bringing it to Disney Plus. Also too, that they've also made an announcement that say they're going to start shooting at the end of the year. So this should be a 2023 release. So John, what do you there's two subjects to this one topic, right? So I'm gonna start with the first one. So John, what do you think about them doing a season 4 of Daredevil?
Sorry. I think it's gonna be interesting. But I think there's going to be some challenges because it's been a while, and I think, I mean, it from the Netflix show, it looked like they just after season 3, it looked like they kind of closed the book on that. So I don't know what they got in store moving forward from going from the first 3 seasons to this 4th one. And
that is a great point that you brought that up. Go ahead.
And like you said, if it's going to be on. You said you didn't know if it's going to be on Disney Plus or not?
No, I'm assuming so because the other seasons on Disney Plus. So
and that's another concern because if it's going to be on Disney Plus, I don't know if they're going to be able to do the same if the content is going to be the same as Netflix because
and that brings me to the follow-up statement, right? You actually brought a really good point. So as you understand, when Charlie Cox talked about him being a different, when they made an announcement, Charlie Cox, that Kevin Feige said that he is going to be their Daredevil, right? He's going to be their Matt Murdock, right? Which I was pretty excited about that. When he made that announcement, Charlie Cox in an interview, I think with comicbook.com, right? He said, just like Wilson Fisk, right? The guy who actually played Wilson Fisk in the process, they both said similar. Who is it?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
I
love him in Law and Order.
Right? They've all said similar things, right? They've said that these characters are going to be somewhat different than what you see, right?
Oh boy.
So with them being said that, I don't think they're going as dark as they were before, John. I think they're going to do it a little bit more like the Moon Knight type dark, or more like the Falcon and Winter Soldier, right?
Not good.
So I think they're gonna do someone in that parameters.
Not good. Not good.
So wait, hold on. What do you mean not good?
Because that just basically says they're gonna water it down a little bit compared to what
do you
they did
really
on
think
Netflix.
want that? You would?
Yes,
okay,
yes, I do.
Would you have said the same thing about that Falcon and Winter Soldier? Would you say the same thing about Hawkeye? Would you say the same thing about WandaVision? Would you say the same thing about Loki?
Hold on.
Would you say the same thing about Moon Knight when they come out with?
You're going way too fast. Hold on. What do you mean, like Falcon Winter Soldier? What do you mean?
So what do you mean water it down? It couldn't end any worse than it did the last season, right? Season 3, it actually ended season 3, it ended very terribly, right? So it could not. It can do so much better than what it's done before. And two, we got the man putting his hands on it, right? We got the goddess the God put his hands on. Not offense, I'm not calling him God, but we got the man with the plan putting his hands on it. So there's no reason why he can't do it, right? None. So what do you mean? Like they can go really content into the storyline, John. So how can you think they're gonna do it so wrong?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna
Kevin Feige has anything to do with it. It's gonna be done right. You can't. Can you not literally commit and say that Kevin Feige is gonna do Daredevil the right way?
Well, you're not gonna if you're gonna let me speak.
You have the mic. I'm quiet now.
I don't think it's going to be the same as Netflix, because the reason why it was so successful on Netflix is because they went all in. They went all in with the story and how it was told. Even though you say you giving all this praise to Kevin Feige, but with Disney Plus, I really just think it's going to get watered down. It's not going to be what it was on Netflix, and I know, and I can definitely see the criticisms coming just from that alone. So I mean, you're excited about this one guy, Kevin Feige. He's done an amazing job, but I think he'll probably do a great job with these shows, but it won't be the same as Netflix.
Really?
Yes, really.
I disagree with you on that one, dog. I really do.
Of course you do. Yeah, I mean,
no, of course I do, because you have so many other different contents that we have. I mean, you're about to get Doctor Strange, Multitude of Madness, which is complete opposite of what you normally see, right? Out of any actually Marvel movie itself, right? So would you have ever thought you're going to get a movie like that?
What, Madness in the Multiverse?
Yeah.
No, but after Spider-Man No Way Home, it definitely opened up that possibility of seeing different characters and past characters and from different universes. It definitely opened up that possibility. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with that.
So you have so in reality, So 8 years reality, right? And so out of the whole 10 years, because it's been about 10 years, right? Not 8 years, 10 years. Out of the whole 10 years
10 years of what?
of the with the MCU, right? It's
12.
actually been about 12 years, right? With the whole 12 years, right?
Has it been 12?
No, it's actually been a little more than 12. It's 2022. They started 2008.
13.
So it's been about 14 years, right? So out of
Yeah,
it'll be
14.
14 years in May, right? Free Comedy Day weekend will be 14 years, right? So out of the 14 years, what up, Tony? All on the phone. you you forgot it was Sunday, huh, Tony?
No, I didn't even have my phone with me, and I was like, oh man, I was hoping to pop in as soon as Moon Knight came in, and it is what it is.
March 30th, man, is Moon Knight. Bro.
I know, I'm excited.
So listen, so right now we're talking about big shout out to Tony. He does a podcast, the Pod Guys Podcast, the Pod Guys Podcast every Monday night, right?
Yes.
But so just look for his name, right? So right now we're not necessarily debating, but John is saying, as you understand it, right now. Now I'm gonna get your thoughts on this in a minute.
I'm ready.
But as you understand that all the Netflix shows, right, as well as actually Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. has gone to Disney Plus. You're aware of that, right?
Yes.
And so, so Kevin saying the Pod Guys Podcast. Yeah, appreciate Kevin. So you're aware of that, right? So then with it
yes,
actually all
yes, very aware.
With it all,
very
so
aware.
You understand that Charlie Cox has gotten renewed or got actually season 4, right?
Very exciting.
And so John is saying that he doesn't think that Daredevil is going to be made the same, right? He says he don't know if it's going to. He's very skeptical about Daredevil itself and the way they're going to do it. What is your thoughts?
Writers,
he doesn't agree that they
same writers, still rated R, from what I've heard. Even though it's under the Disney name, they're actually going to progress with several rated R level titles, such as Deadpool and something else. I forget what the heck it was. Something else is going to be rated R as well. But with their Disney mentality, of course, everything needs to be PG-13 because it's a very family-friendly orientation.
Which is
they can put it under the Hulu name.
Hold on. So we're going to talk about that in a minute because we're going to talk about that parent group, right? That actually had that issue, right? Because we had the conversation about that, right?
Get over themselves.
My question for you though, Tony, is that do you think they're going to do it the same way they did it on Netflix? The show itself. Yes, this is going to be a different type of show because obviously Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio both said that these are different characters. So this is going to be a different type of show. This is not going to be what you saw on Netflix. It's going to be a different type of show, right? Do you think they're going to hold
dark and gritty, man? I'm telling you, the same writers are still involved. The same writers are still involved. They're going to have the same setup.
Mm-hmm.
Still blind. It should have been considered a throwaway.
Only it's going to be under Disney, and they have the final say. If they say they don't approve, then they don't approve.
True. But I think they're already going through
that goes back to John, though. But that goes back, John. Why would they put the Netflix shows on Disney Plus?
I don't know.
See, the thing is, what I think Disney understands is you can still have a substantial, very powerful name, but you got to give content more than just kids. Kids are not the only ones that. Okay, Netflix. Give you an example. Netflix doesn't just have kid subscribers, or Netflix subscribers doesn't just look for kid content. They look for overall all content, and I think Disney now understands that if they want to get into the Netflix world, if they want to get the same subscriber base they have, they need to be able to cater to all types of people, not just the family friend type individuals.
But
what's a but?
There's no but about it. Netflix has 100% paying adult customer.
Hold on. Because it's way different from Netflix with Disney. Netflix has always been catering to all audiences. Disney, on the other hand, they have for like 80 years. When you think, what's the first thing you think of when you think of Disney?
Mickey Mouse.
Exactly. And what is Mickey Mouse? This wholesome, family-friendly
cartoon, family television.
cartoon character.
Yep.
And that's their brand, and that's what they've been known for nearly like 80 years. And for them to say, well, with this streaming app, we're going to put in not only kid-friendly content, but some adult-oriented content as well. So, yeah, of course, that's going to cause some skepticism with people.
So wait, pause.
That's true,
right? Let's say this, right? Pause. Why do you think Disney got into the Hulu realm? Right? They got into it to figure out what's going on and what people actually want to actually.
If that's the case,
right?
They can just put their stuff on Hulu.
So
that's their major thing.
That they can't put that on Hulu because Hulu's too many involvements. They don't 100% own Hulu, right? So that's why
they own the majority. They own like what? 80%.
Yeah, you own the majority, but
you're
still
like
giving
80%.
You're still giving somebody a piece of the pie somewhere else, right? But who fully owns Disney Plus? Disney fully owns Disney Plus, right? So then you gotta understand that.
And this is most their demographic.
This is what they've actually figured out.
Yeah,
no, it's not. I would not necessarily actually demographics of family because you put everything on Hulu, and Hulu has a multitude of different demographics, right? I just think they're actually trying to they're trying to gravitate to increase their numbers. They're trying to gravitate all types of individuals to Disney Plus.
Well,
why do you think you put a code on there? Why do you think I'm actually doing this? Right?
It's gonna be a pretty difficult transition for Disney because of what I just said.
Adult conversation included.
Because they are going to, if they're going to do that, it's going to be difficult because they, like I said, they're known as, their brand is known as being kid friendly and family friendly. So they're going to be met with criticism and skepticism.
Of course they are. Of course they are. But here's the thing, man. You have this little group. You have this little group making an outcry right now. Oh no,
you do.
Violent.
I don't care about them soccer moms. They hate themselves and they want to make everything about them.
Yeah, they do.
And how much of a powerful superhero they are just because they take care of their own damn kids. Nobody cares about that. So, the heck with them.
I'm with you on this, John.
Oh, yeah. Are you finally with them on that one?
I'm finally with them. John, we're finally together.
Finally together. No,
see,
listen.
What this Kevin Neary just said, the Disney's demographic is money. Well, that's with anybody.
And how you get money? Giving people more rated R content. Because I really think Moon Knight is actually Moon Knight is going to be PG-13. I'm not going to lie to you.
PG-13. It is.
And so PG-13.
Fine. I mean,
the only reason why you can't make, just like the Batman, right? The Batman is PG-13. The reason why they didn't make it rated R because it didn't show blood, right? And I think that Daredevil is going to be in that PG-13 realm. They're not going to show you blood, but it's going to be in a PG-13 realm where you're going to get close to actually seeing blood on there.
Basically, not like Netflix. That's pretty much what that is.
Because what's the name?
And of course, they're going to people will not approve. A lot of people are not going to approve, and they will get criticized for that. They're going to get bashed.
Did you know you can let one F word fly in a PG-13?
Correct. That's why Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm sorry, not Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's why Age of Ultron PG-13. Infinity Wars PG-13. Endgame PG-13. Right?
But it wasn't
because what did in Age of Ultron? What did Tony Stark say? And Captain America criticized her for it.
Was he using the F word?
No.
He should have.
He said language. Remember, Captain America said language.
Language,
exactly.
Tony.
Yeah, he did.
How many times a week I hear that?
Like I said.
I think they're gonna do a really good job with
Netflix. I mean, you are coming up with all these different types of complex explanations of how it's going to be just as good as it. Maybe it will, but I don't think it will.
Man, you talking about Paramount? Viacom turn into Paramount.
Yeah,
I agree. What you say? Censorship is repression of the reality of human behavior, resulting in argument. What's that?
Ooh,
aggressiveness towards parental figures.
Right there.
Aggressiveness towards parental figures. I hear you,
Facts.
brother.
I like that guy.
Complex explanations are needed, right?
That's highbrow right there, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly, right. So, that's a big thing. So, those are the comment below. Let us know what you think about Daredevil, or you think it's gonna be really good having the content. Comment below, let us know, right? So,
Pretty
with
much the
that being
content
said,
watered down and removed.
I don't know if it's gonna be watered down, man. Because you still
No
ain't,
sex scenes, no
look,
blood, no
there was-
excessive cursing.
there was no second. Listen, you still missing out on the other stuff that you're missing out on, sir.
You could show blood, but you can't show the excessive use of penetration for blood. So, like,
That's
no
correct.
bullets through the head, no swords through the body.
So basically, yeah, yep, that's watered down hard. See, this is why I like this guy. See, Kevin Neary, he's on the ball on that one. Yep, that's watered down hard. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're gonna come up with this explanation like, oh, it's gonna be great. Kevin Feige, the god of Marvel, is gonna okay, whatever, sir.
Kevin Feige is the man, and he will do it right. I ain't gonna lie. Because whoever thought we would have got a Moon Knight, sir? What are you talking about?
And it's not gonna be okay.
It's not gonna be
Don't
what?
say it's not gonna be good. It's gonna.
I mean, it's not gonna be as violent as it was in the comics because he's because he's known as one of the most notorious anti-heroes from the Marvel universe.
Yeah, but
so,
you can't have. They're not gonna give it as much as you are. They only give it so far, right? So moving on to the next topic.
So exactly. Yeah, move on.
So we have
go ahead,
we have some sneak peek and some She-Hulk stuff, right? So it's been actually leaked some She-Hulk images of her in her She-Hulk outfit that I wanted to show you guys that we actually need to talk about. So the She-Hulk, they have revealed her looks on some thermostat, some merchandise, right?
Some merch.
So here it is with her suit. Here it is.
One thing
her actual looking at her in the She-Hulk.
Very natural look. That's
really
kind of good.
The one thing that just that concerns me is I think Ruffalo reportedly said that he's passing the torch of the Hulk to She-Hulk, which is I feel a little bit uneasy about that.
So we're talking about one thing at a time. So what do you guys think about the look, the She-Hulk look?
Find out when we see the show.
It's nice. Yeah.
Tony,
Wait
you don't
till
like
we see the show.
You still skeptical, Tony?
Oh yeah, God yeah. I mean,
Thanks,
look at what they had to do with freaking with Mark Ruffalo.
Should have used tons of CGI. I mean, I like her without the CGI.
Yeah,
you
have Mark Ruffalo who has tons of CGI when he turns into Hulk, and then you have She-Hulk, which is going to be more natural, colored green skin with the She-Hulk look.
And too, She-Hulk really wasn't that bulky. If you think about her in the they gave her a really feminine look, like a China, right? Like a Black China from WWE. Rest in peace, right? Where's Ronda Rousey? Yeah, no, they wouldn't finna do that.
Black China.
Black China. Yeah. What did I say?
Her name was just China. You're talking about that video. I mean, that video.
Oh, China. Yeah. I'm talking about China. Sorry. Yeah. Hulk looks like Shrek. I don't know about that. Whichever Hulk you actually refer to look like Shrek, then you need to give me a little more details because Hulk has changed. The Hulk character itself has changed on all different levels from every actual movie that we actually see them in. So you gotta give me a little more details on that.
It's time to admit. We need to admit right now that the Hulk got the Hulk's character, his character arc, everything in the MCU got completely screwed over. They screwed the Hulk.
Well, you got to understand they couldn't do that much with Hulk. Why? Because Universal Studios still owns Hulk, so you can't really do as much as you want them to do when they're not going to get any money, nor is Universal Studios going to have an agreement with them. So there's a lot more actually back end stuff with it than just saying the Hulk got nerfed. Yeah, because they couldn't do too much with the character at the point of where they can make a lot of actually money, because they've tried it once with the movie in 2008, and I believe they didn't really get a lot from that. That's why you haven't seen them actually do another solo movie. So there's a little more content in that than just the Hulk. Isn't
whatever, man? It's just it was still.
And two, now I understand. I hate it that he's going to pass the mantle down to him, but I understand why, because Marvel has all rights to She-Hulk, so they don't have to on the TV end, right? So they don't have to actually share any of the profits whatsoever with She-Hulk, and they don't have to do her origin or her first movie on big screen. They can do it. They can do it on Disney Plus, and they consider it a TV show. So remember, Marvel still owns the majority rights to all TV shows except for Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the only character they don't own TV nor movie rights.
Yeah, I know all the legal red tape, but it's still nonsense.
What do you think, Tony, about Mark Ruffalo saying that he's going to give the mantle of Hulk to She-Hulk?
I think it's a smarter move, actually, believe it or not, because with them not owning all the correct rights for Hulk and it being kind of in limbo, that they could only have him in a starring or a co-starring role, but not in a starring in his own movie type of mentality.
Right.
There's like a lot of a teeter-totter effect for that. So, do you keep continuing on where he plays the supporting role, or do you just throw the mantle towards somebody else that you could lift up a little bit more, creatively into a different market? Because as of right now, they're looking to create more women in the superhero world, and they're trying to do a lot more ethnicity, and they're trying to do a lot of different stuff.
More women, more women, more women, more women.
And I think it's a good thing they're actually doing that, man. I think that's a really good thing that we actually have a little more representation.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's just that I just feel just awful about the Hulk, though. Of course, it's just crazy. But I'm looking forward to the She-Hulk. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to She-Hulk. I mean, I've got nothing against She-Hulk. She-Hulk. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what they do with She-Hulk. So,
did you happen to go over the death of the Marvel Universe this week?
The death?
Yeah. The guy who plays Thaddeus Ross passed away.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he passed
71
away.
years old. He just passed away. William Hurt, who was also in a Marvel movie, he just passed away as well.
Wait, William Hurt was General Ross?
Yeah.
Wow. I knew he was like really skinny. I knew he was really skinny when we did Civil War. So I guess he was really sick back then. So who is going to play? So the question is, who's playing General Ross now, right? But big shout out, big rest in peace to all his family members. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
For him actually dying like that, that's pretty tough, right? Yeah, that's really tough one. I did like him actually, General Ross. I think he did a good job as the character.
Oh, that was a phenomenal character. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought that they were going to do a lot with him, especially with Red Hulk, and bringing him into the She-Hulk universe as well. And his particular character as Red Hulk would have gone a little bit further if they had pushed it even a few years back. But
I don't think they can do that. I think that's still considered the Hulk movie universe, where they still have to pay Universal for all that details. TV again is the only thing they can really use the characters on, right? And I think it's the red tape that John was talking about. But on a positive note, though, we gotta give a big shout out to a couple shows who won some awards. The What If won Best Animated Series in 2022 at the Critics' Choice Awards. Also to iHeartStar.
Really? I thought you hated the What If series.
Who?
I didn't like it. No.
Me? I enjoyed it. That was great.
Yeah?
Yeah, What If was great. The Guardians of the Multiverse? Oh, they were great.
Also, to Marvel's What If wins the Annie Award. Also, to Marvel's Shang-Chi wins Annie Award. So there's a big shout out to those who actually won the Marvel Award for that.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to talk about is Ironheart, right? We have some news that star Dominique Thorne wraps up filming of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, right? So Black Panther Thorny, who will debut as Renee Williams as Ironheart, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, took to her Instagram story over the weekend to share that she had officially wrapped up filming, writing, and that's a picture wrap on Ree Williams. God is so good. See y'all in November. This is from CBR comic book resources. It was confirmed last August that Thorne would make her debut of Riri Williams in Black Panther sequel ahead of the arrival of her own Disney Plus series Iron Heart. We're shooting Black Panther Wakanda Forever right now, and that the character of Riri Williams will meet in Black Panther 2 first. Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige told comicbook.com last summer. She started shooting, I think, this week before her Ironheart series. So I guess she's done with shooting Ironheart. Now they're going to start shooting her. Guess she's done shooting in Black Panther. Now they're going to start shooting her in her own series, Ironheart. So Tony, what you think, man? That Riri Williams is officially done with Black Panther 2.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not really all that excited about that particular character and the fact that they're gender, not even gender swapping, but they're making more gender roles for newer comics, and I think that's definitely going to attract new comic watchers to the movies. But I mean, you have only one remaining member of the original Avengers, and that's Thor. And eventually, they're gonna kind of not necessarily push him out, but they're gonna introduce Jane
Foster.
Jane Foster.
That's a one, man. That's gonna be a one and done, bro. That's not. She don't keep her powers.
Oh yeah. She's gonna keep him for a while.
No, that's a one and done. Not until she's going to.
All right.
She's going to end
We're gonna
that
bet
movie.
on this. I hope you're ready.
Look, she's going to end that movie with giving up her actual powers, and she's not going to. Because the reason why I say that because Chris Hamilton wants to play that role for a very long time. He enjoys that role, huh?
Chris Hemsworth, you mean?
Chris Hemsworth, right? Yeah, he enjoys that role very much. So
here's going to be the thing, and mark my words, this is what's going to happen. There's only going to be one more Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
No, we all know that's happening. Yeah,
yes,
we all know that. That's not mark your word. That is happening.
Galaxy, well, with Thor being in the Guardians of the Galaxy, he's actually going to take that over. There's going to be something that happens in that particular movie that makes him go out in the more outer space. Thor, or Lady Thor, is going to stick to Earth and finish business on Earth for him while he handles everything else out in outer space.
I don't know, man. I think this Thor movie is going to introduce Beta Ray Bill. Secretly introduce Beta Ray Bill. That Beta Ray Bill is the one that's going to stay on Earth.
Nah. I don't know if that's exactly going to happen, but
we're going to see. Hey, that's my Namor. Shout out to actually Cameron out there, right? That's my Namor, right? But so what do you think about Riri Williams being done shot in Black Panther 2 there, John?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing Riri Williams, Ironheart. I mean, she's an interesting character. I mean, haven't read much about her in the comics, but I think it's interesting on how they passed the mantle of Iron Man towards her, aka Ironheart. So the thing about with doing the hot potato thing with these mantles, it's becoming a bit redundant, but
it's a very cliche type of
it's been done a lot frequently over the years, but I think with Riri Williams, I think in particular, I think it's one of the more interesting mantle passes that I've seen, but
I happen to think it's going to be another.
I'm definitely looking forward to the Disney Plus show. I'm definitely looking to see what they do with that. So and to see her make her debut in Wakanda Forever, like you said, right? So
I think they're going to do another Miss Marvel with her, and unfortunately, it's going to be a big miss again from Marvel hitting strike number 2. And unfortunately, I don't know if that character has enough going on for it in order to progress it through a bunch of shows, to be honest. I'm just saying.
Very true.
Yeah, there's not enough behind that character in order to make that character a star quality character. And then you're talking about your C and D list characters that were, your Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes that were D-list. They were straight up D-list characters that they're trying to pop into a B+ category. because even those guys aren't at the same level as the original Avengers.
True. I'll admit that, yeah. But I guess this
That's
is like the only.
interesting.
I guess it's just like the only way they could like push them into that direction.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. I mean, the Kamala Khan character that they're gonna do with Miss Marvel, you know, they have what's her name, Polaris, that they're gonna push onto her own thing. They got Agatha Harkness, which is gonna be that old spinoff with.
I don't know. I don't understand how she managed to get her own show. She was not.
There's a
all
prequel
that.
to her story, bro. That's what they're talking about. They're
She was
a
not
prequel to
all
her story.
that.
Yeah,
she
it's a
don't need
one
no
and done
prequel story.
It's a one and done, but it's not really that interesting for me in order to be like, oh wow, let me drop my stuff and watch this. It's just a pass through type TV show, and unfortunately, I think DC or not. No, wow, DC. I feel like Marvel is pulling a DC right now, where they're just throwing shit at a dartboard, and they're like, "Oh, well, let's see if this happens to go through."
No.
Oh, come on!
Everything that Marvel does is connected. Pure point blank.
It is.
You cannot even correlate and put DC in the same conversation because DC does throw things to the wall. And so then in Agatha's world, we don't even know if we're gonna get Fantastic Four. In Agatha's world, we don't even know if they give us some other mysterious characters that have magic. We don't know anything that they're actually going to do in there, just like we didn't know how WandaVision was going to be, just like we didn't know how Loki's going to be, just like so all this stuff here, just like we didn't know if Hawkeye was going to be, right? So like all this stuff that we're talking about in the midst of not knowing anything, we don't know necessarily what direction they're going to. Kevin Feige has a plan.
But you have to admit they're all mediocre type characters. And not even to say that any one of them.
But then, okay, so but
you
have to know that Disney's putting or that Marvel's Kevin Feige. Let me say it. He's not giving you the 8 characters on television. He's giving you the 8 characters in the movie to tell a lot more of a story. Like you can only bring 8 characters to the TV screen so much, right? He wants to give the 8 characters and put them on the big screen for you. Because if it was like that, we have a Spider-Man TV series. If it was like that, we would have had a new Iron Man TV series, right? We would have had all these extra TV series right then and there instead of putting them on the big screen. But he wants to put them on the big screen, right? That's the thing they want to do, right? They choose to put B characters now officially. I believe they're gonna put B characters on TV, but give you 8 characters in the movies, right? People pay more in the movies, right? They make more money in the movies they do on Disney Plus, right? You gotta
I guess. I mean, you're trying to get subscribers. You're trying to get people to pay every month for a subscription service, and unfortunately, like if you're throwing out just mediocre stuff, and Netflix
Netflix do it all the time. Okay, how many movies Netflix actually survive? How many TV series actually survive? Right? And people
there's a good one once a month.
I only got 3 words to say.
Netflix, huh?
Live action anime. They keep doing that mess, and they never succeed.
Yeah,
and people keep on paying for it.
And they got
Cowboy Bebop. Let's
bring
up Cowboy.
They're doing
Bebop.
One Piece right now
because I do that on my Anime Time show. That show we're not even talking about it, bro. You don't even deserve the second that we gave it. No, not even doing that.
And now they're gonna try and do One Piece.
No, not even gonna do that either,
Oh,
right?
Yes.
So come check us out. Speaking of that, come check us out for the Anime Time show. We do it every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. right here on
Seven
our
Deadly Sins
channels,
would be a cool
right?
one.
And in the near future, you'll see them on that show talking about how bad One Piece was and how they'll cancel it in
Very
less than
true.
4 episodes.
This week we're going to see Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie at AIM-Star Theaters. So you want to come on and check us out for that too as well. I can't wait to go see that. Right?
Because we're here to talk about the first and final season of One Piece, which only lasted 4 episodes.
Moving on to the Marvel conversation, right? Because that's what we're talking about. This is a Marvel show. We're not talking about Anime Time, right? So we did get some extra information about Patrick Swayze finally announcing that he is officially in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. What do you guys think about that? Patrick Stewart. Sorry, Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart, not Patrick Swayze. Patrick Stewart.
I'm like, wait, is he coming back as a ghost in Ghost?
Patrick Swayze. It's Patrick Stewart, right?
Light
coming
of
in
my
as Professor
life.
X. Yeah, he's coming in, Professor X. What do you guys think about him officially making an announcement that he is going to come in to play Professor X?
Of course he is.
Yeah, I'm excited. So when are we getting the X-Men in? Woo, the X-Men.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
that
When
was
is
a
X-Men really
no-brainer,
coming?
man. They had his voice on the screen where they were just like, he's like, I forget his exact wording, but
Make it so, Jean-Luc Picard. I mean,
So you guys like it, dislike it, or what?
yeah, I'm excited. Yeah,
yeah,
You're
just
excited, huh?
indicates that
I like
the
P
X-Men are
Stat,
coming.
Patrick Stewart, P Stew,
P Stew. Yeah, P Stew is
P
actually pretty
Stew.
good. P Stew's pretty good. Yeah, I'm really excited about P Stew doing his thing.
Yeah,
I think
the indication that they're taking one more that next step into bringing X-Men finally into the MCU.
Oh, thank God.
and we're gonna figure out how they're gonna do it, because that's the question of the hour: is how are they going to bring him inside the MCU?
I assume you know how.
No, I don't. Not yet. Not at
Okay.
all. Right. I typically have a lot of theories, but they believe it or not, they really haven't had too much information. Like I will say that the X-Men and Fantastic Four has been the most secretive thing right now to date, where they've kept it to the heart because they know that everybody wants to see the Fantastic Four done correctly, and everybody wants to see the X-Men done correctly. And I believe as soon as they do that, it's going to. You talking about money? You talking about Disney World money? Yeah,
They got money. So what else is
No,
new?
here's the thing with that
money.
too. Here's a major thing with that. If they drop the ball on this, that is egg 3 times on their face, because Fantastic Four have been in the series 3 different times.
That's true. But listen, we said the same thing about Tom Holland, did we not? We said the same thing
I
about.
didn't say nothing about Tom Holland. I was excited.
No, we said with them doing a Spider-Man iteration for the 3rd time, they have a 3rd time to really get people. But then also too, I mean, I think they can mess up what they get back. Look at Batman. Look at Superman, right? I mean,
people will always see Batman or Superman. They will.
Look, you have a chance where you can still gravitate, get people down. You're not gonna make the money you want to make originally, but you still gonna do it, right? So speaking about all that, Moon Knight dropped a featurette video that I haven't got a chance to watch, and I want to watch it with you guys live.
Good. Super good.
That, of course, Tony got a chance to watch it. I mean, come on,
of course,
it's Tony, right? It's Tony, right? He doesn't necessarily miss out on anything.
I don't miss out on anything, Marvel.
DC though, he still ain't gonna see Batman yet. But all right, we're gonna check this out. Right, we're gonna see what it's all about. That was pretty cool.
There's chaos in you. The fun of Moon Knight is getting introduced to a new superhero in a new world.
It's a real, legitimate character study.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Moon Knight is a spectacular character. He's got an incredibly unique visual look.
Our job was to kind of put a lens on the things that had the most dramatic juice, and ultimately take the mental health aspect incredibly seriously.
I am Stephen.
The way you were tackling the story, we learn about Stephen and then learn about Mark.
What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark?
And they're the same person.
The tone is like Fight Club meets Indiana Jones. It's a bit dark at times. To tie it into something so vast and supernatural, it's amazing. Thank you.
Every aspect of the show has a duality, and we've shifted the paradigm.
For me, what's really exciting is that it's totally unpredictable.
Not bad.
Can I say that this is the first series that I'm actually excited about?
No, we all look, Tony. We all know that you're actually excited about this, right?
Yeah.
We all know that you're excited about this, right? Because the way you talk about it, how you look, when I showed you other ones, you're like, so Yeah, I know you're
Not
super
bad.
excited about it, man.
It's all right.
I know you're excited about it. So yeah. So the question is, I don't know. Have we officially watched the trailer for Moon Knight? Like, did we watch that before?
Yeah,
I mean, that was
did.
pretty much it. But
No,
I believe we have. I believe we have.
Nope, I have not because I haven't. I'm looking at it right now, and I haven't watched the official trailer for Moon Knight. That was the featurette. I have not watched the feature. I've been holding stuff for shows, and we haven't done this show in like what 4 weeks now, 3 weeks now. It's been a while, right? So I at least want to watch this with you guys. And again, we know Tony's watched it. Right? I haven't seen it. John probably watched it, but I haven't seen it.
I have.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
What? Tied up.
I think I'm losing it.
Real catch you are. You're bloody useless. Stevie.
Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I like the music.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult. The voice in your head. There's chaos in you. Embrace the chaos.
Okay, actually, I have not seen this one.
So, John, if they could do Moon Knight like that, you're telling me they can't do Daredevil?
Like I said, my statement still stands, dude. Okay.
Do you know that the writers for Moon Knight are the same writers for Daredevil?
Content, dude. Content. It won't be the same.
You feel the same way, Tony?
They'll be good.
No, what I'm saying, Tony, is that isn't it the same writers for Daredevil, the same one for Moon Knight?
Yeah.
And bro,
yeah.
like
that's what I'm saying. They'll be good.
Different company. We're talking about a company that literally has.
It's got Moon Knight.
We literally talking about a company that has the term Netflix and chill. You go from that to a family-oriented company like Disney, who's been known as the family.
Bro, like I don't know what else
who's
to
known
say
as
to you right
no,
now.
who's been known as the bubblegum pop kid-friendly company for the past 80 years. So yes, I'm still going to be skeptical. I'm still skeptical. My statement still stands.
We'll put it on. It's on the record now. John does not believe that Daredevil is going to be as good, but we also going to do a. We're going to do a weekly live chat for writers don't determine every aspect. I have to disagree with you on that, bro. Writers are very showrunners are very important strategic part of making a very good show.
Netflix,
aka Inhumans, okay?
Disney.
AKA
big difference.
Iron Fist. The same showrunner for Iron Fist season 1 is the same showrunner for Inhumans, okay? That correlated to where that was a bad showrunner, all right? Bad writers, bad showrunners. So this one is going to be totally different. Showrunners and writers do dictate how well a show is going to be. I can't agree with you on that, Kevin. But I will say this, though. We have it on record that John does not believe they're going to be the same. We're also going to do a live show Wednesday night. We're going to do a live show right after Moon Knight comes out.
You really think
I know Tony's going to be there. Mike's gonna be there. Hopefully Cam's gonna be there. Hope we have a big crew where we actually do a live discussion, spoiler discussion of this show.
You
live,
really think that
right
Disney is going to allow the violence that Netflix did?
You just saw Moon Knight, right? You just saw the trailers I saw, right?
Yeah.
All he did was just pound the guy to death. They didn't show no blood, no nothing.
No, the darkness. Only thing you did not get definitely from what you saw on Netflix Daredevil in the first season is blood. But this one gave you the same type of darkness and everything, the correlation, the darkness, and all the secretness that you saw in Daredevil's first season.
See, fortunately, this coincides with Loki, where it just involves mental health.
Yeah, but writers are very close. There's not
another
most
fact.
shows keep the same writers.
I like this guy. He's saying nothing but facts.
Show though, writers keep the show going. Anyways,
yeah,
Netflix.
So
that's all I gotta say.
So listen, thank you guys actually so much for actually watching the show. Really appreciate it. I have a little more I'm gonna talk about, but the point I wanted to get back into doing the groove of the show. More details coming next week. Then we have a conversation about some more actually Marvel stuff. I'll try to get some more details about that. We'll talk about Deadpool next week on the same writers for the Adam Project, which I got to watch. Is the same ones that's going to possibly do Deadpool 3. There's a little bit of featurette of some more details on what's next for the Scarlet Witch in Marvel Cinematic Universe. We'll do that video there too. Came from a guy.
Please don't let them do a season 2 of WandaVision. Pretty please.
So they got a lot of extra details. You haven't even finished. No, I'm kidding. You need to finish Loki and you need to finish.
I finished WandaVision. That's a different show. Okay, thank you.
Writer strike didn't move the needle for the. Well, they didn't have a writer strike. They actually came to agreement. If you actually look at John Campia's show, he talks about the writer strike. They really didn't have a writer strike. They actually came to agreement with all of them and stuff like that in the process. So they never actually had that. We didn't have the same thing happen. I think it was 20.
Yeah, Kevin.
I think it was like 2010 or something like that. They didn't do the same thing they actually did last time. So it was actually
2007.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't think it was 2007. Was it 2007?
I think it was.
I don't remember. But anyways, that's the show. Tony was late, but we still love him.
I didn't.
He's gonna be here next week.
I'm sorry.
Right? He's gonna be here next week. I know he's gonna be here next week because he wants to talk about this Marvel stuff. And I've been holding, and he hadn't had a chance to talk about all this stuff himself. So make sure you comment below. Huh?
I've been waiting for weeks.
I know, 3 weeks, man. 3 weeks. We're back on the line. We're back on it. Basketball is actually on the low ski now. It's not really too much basketball stuff going on, so we have more time to do it. We probably have to do some things recorded before the show to get it launched out. But so we actually back at it. Make sure you come by and see us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. John, they can find you how, John?
My Facebook page, John McClyde.
The thing.
The thing where I do stuff.
The place where you clickety clack.
Yeah, you can't find me on Twitter, bro. CNA Glenn on Twitter. Find me on Instagram, CNA Glenn.
I'm mostly on Facebook. I don't really do all the others. I don't really do Twitter.
Facebook shuts you down if they could. No,
watch, this is how it's done. You can find me on every single social device.
Yeah. What's they said? I'll find you.
I will find you, John.
Find you. Say, so go ahead, Tony, do your thing, brother. Let them know about.
You can find me on every social device. Look for Tony Kaz, TonyCaz. Facebook Live every Monday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. The Pod Guys podcast. Man, we are
Pod Guys
killing it every week.
Killing it every week. I hear you. Make sure you come out, check us out. We do shows on the CNA live show page every day, Sunday through Saturday, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, right here on the page. And then too, we actually do our Anime Time show every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. right here actually on the channel. So make sure you come by and check us out. And if you haven't already, make sure you go by and subscribe to our new YouTube channel, CNA TV. That's one word, CNA TV. Because we're actually doing a lot of extra content. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers in 90 days. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, you guys have been hitting the touring circuit as far as cons go, man. Some very nice stuff going on lately. I like it.
Absolutely. We got some content we're gonna put on that too as well that I gotta pick up on that too. Just got me a new workflow. So hopefully my workflow actually works a little better, and I can cut these videos out and get some extra more content for you guys. So make sure you come by and have fun with us because we do these shows every week. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much actually rocking with this. We really appreciate it. Hopefully next week we can have Cam come in because I know he actually want to talk to us. We're going to do lights, camera, action this week too as well. So make sure you come on, stay tuned for that too. We love you. We appreciate you. Talk to you guys on the next one. 2 fingers.
Complete nerve authority.